All right, so that's our quick bit on the chip for ISO, and now let's talk about the encoding, right? Once we've taken in all this awesome light, what are we going to do with it? We've got to write it down to something. And so, if I can direct your attention here again, I'm going to call on Jose. I've got two identical compact flash card slots. All right, so you've been shooting on 5D, you've been shooting on 7D, but you need something with XLR inputs. You're ready to step up to the next level of camera. Here you are. Use your same compact flash cards. If you were lucky enough to be an owner of an XL1, an XL2, an XLH1, or any of that series of camcorders, you can also reuse your batteries. Thankfully, Canon has given us the opportunity to reuse many of our accessories, so your BP 940s and your BP 945s, et cetera, are going to slip right into this awesome Canon battery jack, and you're in. All right, let's go back to the compact flash cards for a second. What are we writing to these compact flash cards? Well, on the 5Ds and the 7Ds and the DSLR ranges, we maxed out at 24 megabits per second. And due to the file structure that these cameras wrote in, we maxed out at 12 minutes per clip. Both of those barriers have been shattered in this camera. 50 megabits per second, that's the maximum bit rate at which you can record. It's an MPEG-2 codec, right? High-level MPEG-2 encoding, 422 color space. Very, very important, okay? So this is something that sort of sets it apart from some of its predecessors in the 35mm sensor range that can only go a 420 color space. You're getting twice the color information, and we'll learn even more than that, but officially twice the color space in 422 over 420. 50 megabits per second is about 15 megabits per second more than some of the higher performing Sony EX cameras at 35 megabits per second. Also traditionally, a couple years ago, we used to sort of separate the cameras into broadcast, right, and then non-broadcast. So for instance, if you were trying to shoot on an HVR Z1U about 4 or 5 years ago, you're only coding only at 25 megabits per second HDV, that was not broadcast. It would not be acceptable. What would be acceptable? 50 megabits per second. So we've just made it onto that sort of threshold of broadcast versus non-broadcast. Now, I'd like to take a quick moment so that we can answer a question coming in from the internet. We'll go to Debbie, our chat host.
Okay, we have two comments. It's Written says he's going to be here tomorrow.
All right, this is Carlos from It's Written Productions. Thank you for watching the show every month. We're looking forward to seeing you. Come on in and bring all your friends.
Okay, and Gaston Fazio wants to know, is it 10 or 8-bit?
Gaston Fazio, thank you for watching our show. Thank you for your poignant question. A great question. Are the words that we're writing to these compact flash cards 10 bits or 8 bits? The answer is 8-bit, 8-bit language. All right, hopefully that'll do it.